Hey everybody, so the last few weeks I've been really using Google Plus to the max. So what I found with it is it's actually really great. I thought it sucked at first. I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the interface, and I didn't see anybody switching over, seeing as there was already Facebook, Twitter, you know, all these other social media platforms that people were using to the max, you know? So I just saw Google Plus as like trying to creep into the market, and I didn't think it was ever going to go anywhere. But now that I've seen some of the powers that Google Plus has, I'm just loving this form of social media. One of the greatest things about it, and the thing I use the most, is the Google Hangout feature. What I find is you meet a lot of people, a lot of very interesting people. And now that they have the public Hangouts, I know that it's been around for a while, but I started using the public Hangouts and I've been meeting all sorts of different people and finding all sorts of interesting people that I chat with and things like that. And we discuss all sorts of stuff, internet related and just personal related as well. Like just, we have fun times on there. What I believe is that this platform is very, very good for any aspiring YouTuber or anyone looking to expand their internet businesses, or, you know, create a following for their website, or just learn social media, networking, things like that. I've met quite a few different people. I started actually using Google Plus through a suggestion from some Social Blade partners and things like that. They invited me to a hangout one night, said, I guess I'll try it, you know, and whatever. And what I found is I was really uncomfortable the first time I actually went on. I was awkward, and I was all worried about being on camera in front of people that I don't know and things like that. But I found that what really this helped me with a lot was it made me very comfortable in front of the camera, which I wasn't before. And I think it's going to help with making videos for YouTube as well, because I spend a lot of time on a camera now discussing things with people and talking and just shooting the shit. I think anybody who's creating a YouTube channel should really check out Google Plus and try and get into some Hangouts, you know, talk with some other people. It's a great way to like meet new people that you could that have similar interests, that you can maybe do collabs with, create some other content and things like that. And you can also stream lives to YouTube. I think this could be a very good medium for, well, I know it's a very good medium, I guess, for podcasts and things like that. Like if you set up a weekly schedule or something like that, you have a few people that you can that can dedicate some time to being in your podcast with you and things like that. It can really help to boost your channel, I believe. The information that's out there is invaluable. I mean, it's people from all different facets of life go on to Google Plus and Google Hangouts, and they join these rooms, and you get to speak face to face with them. And I believe that most people are more honest and things like that too when they're on a camera. Yeah, I mean, the internet, you can't believe anything you see on the internet. Well, some people do, but I don't believe anything right off the hop that I see on the internet. But when I'm speaking with a bunch of people face to face, it's harder for people to hand out false information and things like that. And you can also get different opinions on things, like when you have 10 people in a room all talking on a Google Hangout, and someone says something about, you know, an opinion on how something works. Well, you don't just have to deal with that one opinion. You have 8 other people there in that room that have an opinion too on the matter, and you can usually come to a conclusion of what's the best answer out of them all. You also get to talk to people from all over the world. You might be talking to people from the UK, Canada, the US, Saudi Arabia, from Brazil. I mean, I've met people from all over the world on Google Hangouts. So you get to see differences in the way people live and the things that people do, you know, like I think Facebook and Twitter have their places as well, but I find with Google Plus, it's less personal. With Facebook, you have to have people in your friends list and things like that, and it's awkward to have just random people sometimes on your Facebook page. Whereas with Google Plus, it's more of an internet meeting place. Like a lot of the people who gather on Google Plus, I don't think it's like family and friends. It's not your personal buddies that you went to high school with and your mother and your uncle and everybody else on Google Plus. It's people that you actually meet through social media on Google Plus. in that respect, I think it broadens the group of people that you can network with and get to know. I think that it's a super awesome tool. Like, this tool is something that I overlooked for a long time. And like I said, now that I'm doing this YouTube thing, it's something that I'm going to be using a hell of a lot. I think I'm going to start myself maybe a weekly podcast. I'd like to start a weekly podcast. Maybe I'll make it a monthly podcast to start, just to see how it goes. I'll try and get together some other YouTubers. I'm going to try and keep it all gamers so that we all have something in common to talk about and things like that. But maybe we're not going to just talk games. We're going to talk, some other things. We'll try and make it as funny as we can and things like that. And that's the other thing with Google Plus. I mean, I sit on Google Plus and laugh my ass off half the night, because just the things that people come up with. And when someone sits down to actually do a video, a lot of times it's scripted and it's funny, and if the person is really funny, they can make a really funny scripted video. But some of the funniest moments we have are on the fly, just like somebody says something random that just comes out and it's everybody's busting a gut laughing. And I think that's great. It's more of a natural humor. It's not a scripted humor. So yeah, I really like it. And yeah, I've had all different types of hangouts. Some hangouts I get on are serious and to the point. We talk about situations and how to accomplish goals and things like that. And then there's other hangouts where, it's totally zany and it's just like everybody's joking around. We're cracking all sorts of jokes, making fun of all kinds of stuff, and things like that. And it's good times. I think this is something that everybody should look into. I mean, I don't work for Google. I guarantee you that. I know it sounds like it because I'm just like bumping this platform. But I think it's something that a lot of people overlook. I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, I hate Google Plus." I was one of those people because you know what? I didn't give it a chance. I never looked at it. I was just like, meh, it doesn't look like it's for me. I already got enough stuff to deal with Facebook and Twitter and all these other things, And I was just like, this is nothing. It's going nowhere. I didn't see anybody using it. Anything I read about it was, that it was a dead platform and it was just, Google's fail attempt at social networking. And it's actually not true. And I think that Google Plus is actually starting to really grow. And I think it's going to do very well in the future. Like, it's awesome. The one thing I do have to say about Google Plus is be careful, because it's addictive and you may find yourself at 5 o'clock in the morning still hanging out on a Google Hangout and new people joining. And, some people, it's 10 o'clock at night for them because they're in a different part of the world, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning, but they're interesting and you just want to keep hanging out. I don't know. That's the way I am. I get on there and then I'm like, I lose track of time sometimes just because it's so much fun. The other thing I like about it is you can set up specific circles. So you can, in the circles options, you can set it up so that there's like certain people that you hang out with, like your fun time people. There's other people that you can hang out with that, like when you want a serious conversation and learning and things like that. And I think it's also a great platform for like mini seminars and things like that. So anyways, those are my opinions on Google Plus. Hope you guys liked them. If you don't, whatever, that's your opinion. Piss off. If you like my channel, click the like button. If you want to see more, slap that subscribe button because I'm always here. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you want, follow me on Google Plus, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. I've got all these things. I'll put them all in the description down below. So check me out on any of those. Send me some tweets. I'm always good. So let me know. All right, guys. Have a good one.